Welcome back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and part 8 of our legendary Changeling Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to get some more pranks ahoy here in Kislev. We will start things off. This is a whole turn later here. We'll just go ahead and start up a new cultist, or a cult in Prague, depending on how many rats are here. So we'll cancel the move. Prague is just building up at the moment, so let's go ahead and see who all's at war with the unclean. Looks like just Prague. Definitely not gonna hop in your gut. That sounds like a bad time for everyone. Do we have HF and non-aggression back with you right now? Well, it turns out we're a bad guy. So Throg, what if I cease fighting with you? Why does everyone want to eat the Changeling? He is not a electric raspberry blue ribbon. We promise. So that's peace with Throg, and then we will go ahead and say, hey Throg, what if we offer to declare war on Clan Mulder for you? Yes, give us your money. Ooh. Our reliability drops back to very low, but we're super strong and super deceitful, so who really cares? You should have seen that one coming. We're gonna go ahead and hit Prague then. I will give this one the auto resolve. Should be very clean. Clean-ish. Fiercely but not fairly. We'll set up a symbiotic cult, and we will cackle on our way into the sunset. But Aeson the Fallen. How exactly does one fight a twisted mass of tentacles and teeth? That is a good question. One that Hellpit is going to have to figure out quite soon. So what does Aeson have that is over other Modlist Vortex beasts? Maelstrom of Change. A Chain Hex that drops some pretty serious damage for how long? 7 seconds? Affecting 5 enemies. Almost like a Nurgly spread. A Tzeentch Plague. Or just a whole bunch of mutation. Disoriented. All sorts of cool stuff here. Sweet, can't wait to try it out. I know the Modlist Vortex Beasts, I believe, were previously bonus versus large, and they've now been changed over to having 20 bonus via infantry, so they will be fantastic infantry blob blenders. We've got the form of Katerin, Astakia, and I think Stalton, but we had already defeated him, so we've already got his form. We'll grab Aeson, and then we'll switch the Changeling on over to Astakia. Scroll of Leeching is very meh. I like everyone else having the blades for now, so we will just keep you with what you've got. For your skills, my friend. Void Wrangler to boost up the speed for our Mutilith, Forsaken, and their barrier as well. I think now is definitely the time to go for Void Wrangler.
Equipped to deceive.
Where's Aeson at? What is your barrier at? 1900. Not bad. For our normal Forsaken, they are being boosted at the moment, so we don't really know exactly what they're sitting at, but works. Go ahead and build in a disguised trade here. It looked like we also had a cult spread to Zavastra, so we'll come on in and give that one also the disguised trade. Best for the long run there. Last ROR being the Golden Griffin, we may just snag him when we're able. I want to replace these normal flamers with an Exalted. And then these pink horrors also with Exalted Pinks. I'm thinking also these Forsaken are going to get rid of, and I'm just going to have 2 units of flamers. And probably keep the rest of the army as is. We don't need a lot of front line here with the Changeling. We are going to be emerging from the woods cackling and melting people. Here's our way out once we take down Hellpit. Sweet stuff. KARN, you also have a job. Wildorf needs a cult. Here at Victory, we will lose our chicken nuggets. How dare you? Alright, steam tanks. Let's see how well those guns work on the walls of your people. It's our typical Empire summon. Actually, no, one is a little bit more defensive. Cool, I think this is the same you get for Nuln. Onward. Alright. Yeah, we'll attack from exactly where we're at here. We've got 2 gates and only 2 towers to defend them. This is one gate that has several towers defending. So we set up tanks on this side. We've got a whole Chaos Panzer division. We'll have the blue horrors up front. A few more on the flanks. Quite a few of them. And then those pink horrors waiting in the back there. Be mostly just using our magic to blend them up. And even the Shrieking Skyrays, they do pretty good work against the Imperial's state troops because they're so low armor. Bring you on over, you were still on horseback, so no super mobility for you. That'll begin. Go ahead and knock open. Well, let's take out these 4 towers as fast as we can. Move on up. Use the good old blue fire and others to convince them that the walls are too dangerous. Cast here. You just rush on in and go after the handguns for me. Hit the gear, you just gonna stand up on top. That tower's down already. Let's switch to the next one. Get a little bit of damage on the way in. Sky Ray just set up behind the walls there. Blue fire not as useful as get his golden hounds, which will drop right here. Yeah, they purposely brought their handguns back so he would drop down off the walls and get caught by the swordsman, but we'll just push him back around. You thought that would work. Sky Rays, go ahead and blast the guys off the walls if we can. Just kidding, that doesn't appear to work at all. We'll bring them up and around. We've got nothing else in the back line, and we'll have our horror get out of combat with the halberdier troops there. Drop some metal spells. Those towers are done. Let's go ahead and just blast a hole in the wall then. Meanwhile, these 2 can go up and over. There was more sections of the wall to actually traverse over than that. Interesting. Let's go deal with these crossbows, who are a little bit too far away from any help. Metal Wizard, you got more glorious Searing Doom for us. Actually, let's go chase these handguns. Blue fire melting everyone brave enough to take to the walls. Hopefully our cannons switch their targeting. Hit this gatehouse instead. Or a bit more magic. How much we maxing out at? 43. Blast the blue fire. Did a pretty good job of taking down the end, going across the whole line there. Alright, if they just want to keep running, let's come on back. Sky Rays come back through. Go ahead and drop your ray to get them off their feet, though. Furies, these handguns are your target. Bring the Sky Rays out, otherwise they're gonna get a little bit too much trouble there. More metal spells to help them retreat, though. All pink horrors move up to go after these halberdiers. Crossbows next. KARN has no need for heals. Doing just fine, he is. Gates are open. Start bringing the blue horrors in. Furies chasing off the handguns. We'll have you guys instead go after these broken swords. We have to deal with them coming on back. Freaking Sky Rays get you back to the air again. For another Searing Doom on this side. blasting away with great swords. You come on away because those are halberdiers. Keep channeling magic though. And guns are gone. Go ahead and have them deal with the tower next. Same thing with the sky rays. As soon as we get them up in the air. They do have a really hard time disengaging. Go 2 pinks, blasting you. The other 2 hitting the swordsman. Need the heals now. Great swords are very dangerous. Come on, Sky Rays, you got this. I guess no one wants to hit towers for me. Flying Piranha, get to work. And that's what I thought. A glorious victory, although it keeps trying to sacrifice my Shriekers. We really need these things to get some charmed attacks or something to help them on out. And a victory. Because they had one last unit sitting back here waiting for us. Molten metal will transform your lads in due time. Everyone's gonna look like a Han Solo, but less frozen and more permanently melted. And 6 fall in the fighting. Actually, most of that going to our Shrieking Scud Race, surprisingly enough. You disappoint me. We'll set up a symbiotic cult. Gain a talisman of preservation. How glorious. Valdorf is now going to be generating us some gold, and we are standing right in the way of Vlad. Well, KARN, you're about to be in a whole bunch of hurt. Nothing we can do. Let's give you Fate Marked, because Gaze of Fate will be giving us the ability to fly around and stop lads from moving, so if we need to keep Vlad away from the fighting, we absolutely can. Then, because we're going to be fighting against Undead, Pink Fire of Tzeentch. Pink Fire of Tzeentch and another point in to get us. Talisman of Preservation. Who needs this the most? Oh, the Changeling does. That is the obvious answer.
With these gifts, we sow change.
Exactly. Alright, so we've got 3k gold.
Never.
Hey, actually, you should be high enough level that you transform into a Demon Prince very soon. Which will be very cool. Demon Prince of Tzeentch is actually, I would say, one of the stronger. Demon Prince of Nurgle, I'm just not the biggest fan of. I know that that's the typical dedication that people go for because of how powerful his healing is. Man, just not my favorite. We'll increase the amount of gold we're making, and with Diomedes here, we'll start you moving. You taking any attrition here at all? Nope, let's get you moving down towards the Gates of Zar. Probably want to start harassing the Skaven. Before we end the turn. So here in the Darklands, what does that give us? Anything for fighting Skaven. We need to fight Astrogoth, or ally with him. That corruption up in Zarna Grunt. Oh, that's why we're standing there, that makes sense. Eliminate Grimgore, defeat the Ogre Kingdoms a certain number of times, and then construct the hidden expansion building in Pigbarter. So we need to defeat, let's say, an army belonging to the Knights of Kalador. Ashen Fields. Everyone has 20% extra weakness to fight. Excuse me? Alright, Diomedes. We were in operation, set up Tzeentch Corruption in Zarna Grun, but we are now changing our plans. Although, now that we've left, we are completely visible. Which I don't like. Oh, that was a mistake.
Why not?
That's alright. We need to get down here and fight Emmerich before he's gone. So there's 4 factions. So I'm supposed to come on down and hit maybe Ash Ridge Mountains and run. Give us that Ashen Fields. Which looked ridiculous. Alright, zoom into the Changeling. Before we end the turn, though, let's come on and switch our technology because we have an additional cultist to use. I am thinking we need to summon one over in an area we're not yet fighting. But we want to be. So after Ulthuan, where would we be going next? We already have a cult settlement over in, or a cult over in Bretonia Athel Lauren. Maybe Skaven Blight. Allying with Orion would be hilarious. We can't get Sandwalkers anymore. We could defeat Scarbrand. Or ally with him. Get down here and form a defensive alliance with Oracles of Tzeentch. Oh wow. That's very good. Yeah, we'll send a cultist down to the Badlands. Pop on in here. Chilling Conspiracy, Tonia and Athelloran. Badlands and Southlands, Sins of the South. Love this art. The different nations and biomes they're in.
I love Loci. What tricks the wouldn't? One scheme is all I need to unravel your existence.
Hello, Scrag. He is trying to sue for peace. I think I will take it, yeah. Will peace stay for long? Alright, Vlad did find us. Can we retreat? He's bringing Isabella and another vampirist? Yeah, we need to try to retreat.
Not on their terms. Innocent whites.
Never on their terms. Oh, KARN, he is going to be able to level up. He is now evolving into a big, beautiful demon prince. I am ascended. This mortal champion has proven themselves a worthy beneficiary of the Dark God's boons. They are now ready to take the next step on the path of glory and become a demon prince. KARN the Big Bird. I am not yet worthy. This mortal feels they have to yet earn the blessed gift and asks for more time, or I spurn your offering. All gifts from Chaos Gods come at a price this one is not willing to pay. No, you're absolutely ascended.
Demon Prince.
Oh, KARN, he's very small on the icon, but he has got the biggest staff ever. Good for you, buddy. Keeps all the same stuff, which is great. We'll just go ahead and hand you the Scroll of Leeching then in the meantime. Awesome. Skills have been reset, though, so we'll go ahead and grab you back. Route Marcher, Dominating Presence. And then I think we'll just work down his... We'll grab Hearts of Iron. You gain any kind of traits for being... Yes, you do. Ascended Lord. So 12 more melee attack and 15% more weapon strength. Although they are now a demon prince in service of one of the 4 ruinous powers, a measure of this lord's formal martial prowess remains inviolate. We also get Evil Eyeball. And KARN is an awesome demon prince. He's already got 608 weapon strength. He's up to Legendary Lord status already. Let's give him some good skills. Blue Fire. Fires of Change gives everyone more magic resistance, or more just resistance in general while casting. And then we can snag some Get His Golden.
Killing will be all the easier.
Healing will be all the easier. In barren wastelands beneath the burning sun, the cult of the Wind Lord can take flight. We have more trickster cults we can summon on into. Sweet. That means we want one on and over in... probably... Nagaroth. Send him on over.
The joy we shall have with that.
This mortal has ascended, taking on a new and monstrous appearance. They will need time and experience to adapt to their new form fully.
Death
And Vildorf has now fallen to the undead, which we don't necessarily need to worry about anymore. Can we just peace out with Vlad? He really doesn't like us. Guess that makes sense. We were allies, and then not all out of nowhere.
Prince of Tzeentch.
Alright, my demon prince. We can have you start going after the Dawi now. We have pretty well finished all the schemes I want to in the Empire. All we're missing is fighting the Dawi, so... we will just start disappearing like we never were here.
And with power.
Teleport on away. Or can we just march faster?
I slaughter stragglers. Destruction
We'll move up the edge of Steingart.
awaits.
Teleport through and start trying to come after Zufbar. A whole bunch of gold to be made here, but before we do any of that, let's come on up to the Changeling.
Falling through the eyes.
Have the Changeling go into encamp stance, but stay in Prague. Head up towards Hell Pit.
All this will be chaos one day.
All of this will be chaos one day. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of
Join me for some
nothing yet.
Schadenfreude.
We will grab ourselves an Exalted Flamer no matter how many turns it takes. And then we'll continue on our merry way from there.
I am change.
Alright, so we still have just enough gold to upgrade
Bow to no one.
Keep your
one of our gold producing buildings. We've got cults all over the place. Oh, really?
Do not
Not that I can see, so we may just want to save for a turn or two. Actually making us 160. Yeah, not that much at the moment. How about you there, Dawi? 160 for 1,000. If anything, we want to pop one in so far. You're making 60? Really? Interesting. Not super useful then. Oh, Falls of Doom. Only 132. Yeah, the mining settlement still seem to make very much. Yeah, we'll keep saving then for the Chamber of Agony here at Pig Barter. Meaty, let's get you moving.
In shadow.
See about sneaking our way across.
Moving.
May not work out for us, but we'll try our best. So down here in the Darklands, or in the Badlands of the Southlands, what are the ones we're looking for here? Infiltrating any settlement, fighting the Tomb Kings, and Razor Sack 3 of these. So really the best thing to do is go down here after the Oracles, try to get in contact.
Eagle cult. Change is coming.
And moving. Sweet business. 417 coming out of that settlement. Sounds great. And that's all we get to for this turn. Next turn we'll have an additional cultist out running around to find a spot to plop him on in.
Trust in me.
Military Alliance. With Drazowith the Ashen.
Echoes Bakruni.
Big mistake. Now we've got Drazowith as a form, although not him on Cinder Breath, which is not nearly as good. Alright, Sylvania has discovered us, but much to their chagrin, we are ready for them, so we'll go ahead and wipe this squad out with an auto-resolve. We are in March stance.
Conflict
Yeah, not bad at all.
is endless.
We will take the gold.
Consume.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be? How were you attacking us and oh, they're just marching through. Okay, so this one we are gonna fight because last time we nearly lost our guys, and this time it's gonna try to sacrifice our Furies. Seems like they're gonna keep marching through to try to hit this army, even though they're way off the beaten path. Kinda funny. Okay, so we enjoy both height advantage and the ability to set up around here and kind of blast them as they come on in. Not bad news for you, Undead. Well, I'm just gonna set up over here. Force them to come run around. Steam tanks up. Roll on forward, start blasting the Cryptors right away. The rest of our horrors just kind of spread along the back here. Blues ready to kind of move up and get caught. You a Deathcaster or just a sad, lonely, vampires caster? So we'll bring our much more superior Tzeentch and metal casters forward, who are all flying around. Their squads. Flyers who shouldn't be doing anything. Let it begin. And everyone move and around. Tanks, you just kind of move forward and start blasting at these crypt horrors. That's going to be your main target. Everyone else, fly on in. Get as many of these guys caught with some magic as we can. And it shots away. That was some serious damage on those horrors. I don't even think we dropped any models, but a lot of damage. Being fire, we'll just go ahead and blast through these guys here. Go ahead and land and drop some Searing Doom at the same time. Same thing here. Bring the Sky Rays up to blast their... Not really sure what it is. I guess it's a sonic boom. Golden Hounds here. We're gonna bring our mage on away. Hit them with a Shrieking Sky Ray shot. Evaporated all three of those units. Speaking of, we'll go ahead and get Searing Doom here. How do you see about chasing down the enemy lord? Hounds have made it into combat with our blues. Don't think they're going to enjoy that very much. I'm just going to have the tanks go into melee and just leave. They're fantastic at blasting apart blobs of infantry now. Ah, that poor Strigoi had himself a warp fire bath. Steam tank goes straight on through. It's open season. Luke and his Golden Hounds behind. Steam tank as it just completely smashes over the lines. I guess it got bogged down a little bit there, but again is chasing it. Alright, Demon Prince, you go crash down in the middle of there. Steer off as many of them as you can. 5 more seconds. Let the steam tank turn around and keep going back through. Lot recharge everyone's ammo. It's downright bullying. And a decisive victory, but one that was much better than the auto resolve would have given us. Alright, 6 fall. That's exactly what we want to see. We will take the extra punishment.
You serve a demon. Riddle me this.
Hello, Azazel. He does not like broken treaties or war with Molder. Join his war against Wintertooth. We're going to be making enemies left and right. Sure, why not? Would like to try to keep Azazel on side. Drowsy with the Ashen's form has been acquired, and I also want to switch on you on over to Mother Estancia. Oh, you don't have the Curse of Iran here. But her spell list, I think, is even better than the Tzeentch one, so we'll go ahead and assume her for combat. Form of Grandma Stanky. For you, KARN, let's just go ahead and keep working on the spellcast line, or his spellbook. Let's go for Overcast Treason is dropping leadership by 16 and an area. Actually, pretty good against the undead.
Demon Prince of Tzeentch.
Then you will keep going down the pink fire line.
We have risen.
Again is golden for Crom, down to Prismatic Plurality. Each cast is going to be dropping his cooldowns by 10 seconds. This is such a strong ability. Chilling Conspiracy. Now we'll come on back up to the Storm of Fire and let that one finish on off.
Is progress.
2 turns before, or I guess 3 turns before our Exalted
A schemer needs
Lad comes on in. So what if we can grab some others too?
innocent white snow to conceal all my
Really, the Forsaken are not something I really want. I need units that are better at holding a line, so I'm going to switch them out for Zangor.
be or not to be.
Switch them on out for Zangor. And in the meantime,
Come see.
you Diomedes can keep moving on through here. Irritating Tzeentch is an intriguing idea. Because weakening him would ensure that we can fight with Imric. Go ahead and hit the Gates of Zar while we're coming on through. I'm betting Imric is at war with you, so let's see if we can join on up. He is too. Hello, Drazowith. I will join your war with Clan Rictus, and you will give me money. Agreement I am here for. Hopefully you don't get wiped out by Grimgor already. And hopefully the Gates of Zar aren't full of enemies. Let's find out. Oh, they are so full of enemies. Alright then, rats. Rictus Clanstone is pretty nasty. And they have it. 6 summons of Menace Below, huh? I mean, luckily we have no real units that the Menace Below is dangerous against. It's gonna be a nasty fight. Oh, and it's in the settlement? Alright then. What if we just sit up and convince some other rats to come on over? We get any ROR units here? Answer is no. Sure. Any changing of the ways we can use? Spread corruption is what I'm gonna want. But we've made probably Diomedes' last mistake here. Sorry, sir. Let's come on down and grab the upgraded Chamber of Agony here. Not gonna worry about the Parliament of Lies. Any other gold we're using is gonna be for soldiers or money-making buildings. So KARN, it's not a terrible idea to go after Averheim. Set up a additional cult over here in this provincial capital. Also, I want to get down and start fighting the Dawi. Agrid is a good choice. So yeah, we'll just teleport on through, or without teleporting, we just encamp.
Strength. Glory to the Changer.
As long as Sylvania doesn't claim more land, we are not gonna have to worry about taking attrition. Do we get more ogres here? Oh, ogres, me lord. Come on in, ogre bulls.
Needs pause.
I think now we can get a different name because we had the Bedlam Boys before. They got slain immediately, so now we've got the Chicken Chasers. Or the other name that I do remember that we had suggested to them. Alright, so KARN, I'm gonna have you stay in. Ambush is not needed. We'll just channel our way down.
Mine to wield. So be it.
Just channel our way on down. Harvest even more gold from some of these other settlements here. Let's switch you to a Shrouded Financier. Same thing here. So whatever's making us gold and not getting us spotted is boosting the income of our enemies. That can work out for us sometimes. Torturer's Shack here. And then nothing else, I guess, in Prague.
Chaos Inca.
Marius Wolfhart. So over in Nagaroth, we need to have a cult in Nagaron, Harganeth, and the ancient city of Quintex. Let's go for Nagaron first.
I serve the eagle.
Come on up and drop in a symbiotic creature cult. Symbiotic, huh? Symbiotic. A hefty bump to our income. Now we can see all of Nagaroth as well. I think we're gonna have lots of lag coming up pretty soon as we uncover more and more. 1,700 coming out of here. Thank you, Druki. We'll be funding our invasion of Ulthuan. Oh, really? Clan Mulder coming on through in March stance. Big ol' fools. We give this one to the auto resolve and get rid of Throt and actually claim his form as well. Mama Stanky versus Throt.
Let us bring
Easy win.
change.
We will conjurate Locust.
Today I choose.
Reflesh, the blade was slain. And we've got the form of Throt the Unclean. And 10% more hit points. Which is fantastic, because that goes for anyone that we are with new Trickster Cult in the Veil of Woe. That's great. How to make some more money. Oh wow. You Dawis are not about making money in settlements that are not factories.
Awamrag.
They're just not about making money at all right now. I'll leave you all alone. You're an Uzkalak. Any of these increase Tzeentch corruption by a hefty margin? House of Havoc kind of does. Start plopping those on in then.
Whisperer of unwelcome truth.
Got one more turn before we go. I guess 2 more turns we're sitting here.
I am everyone.
Well, we are likely to be running into a few more rat armies then. Let's grab the Master of Fates, which replaces Seer of Destiny and gives 8 leadership, 8 melee defense across 55-meter range as long as he is out of melee.
Deceiver.
We'll do Transmutation of Lead for Kevin the Orb Keeper, and then for our
Bedlam.
big Exalted Hero, we'll give him a Colossal Strike, which is now on your... I believe it's both the Demon and Dragon Slayer
Just
now.
like snow.
But
when
pretty
change
awesome
comes,
activated ability.
it
Gives you a bump to your
blankets
damage,
all.
16 more bonus to large, and immune to Psychology.
Always scheming.
Go 1 more point into trading, and then hard hit. Ink Fire of Tzeentch is awesome. When it works. We'll go Magical Reserve just for a bit more in the backpack.
I am change.
Awesome, 6 more turns before we get yet another Steam Tank. You know where it's going. Grindelwald is making no money at the moment. Is that because it's owned by no one? Yeah, that's exactly why. So here in Middenstag, we'll upgrade this Shredded Financier up to nothing there. Those are currently throwing hands, Grom and the Empire over it. Grom has claimed Altdorf. His wall was successful. Empire's broken yet again. Interesting. Alright, KARN, we're gonna have you teleport on...
The world will quail.
We're gonna hit Vlad, and then we're gonna move down here after Fort Saul.
Insanity.
Auto-resolve Vlad. Only really lose some of our ogres. We will take some more favor. Undeath Descendant. Wound recovery time, -4.
Chaos
If you keep channeling, just gotta come on down to the south. We will hit Fort Saul and then move on down out of there. From there. And then we'll probably start smashing away at Glen Agrand.
True demonic glory.
Pretty much the easiest Dawi for us to be picking on besides a just normal minor faction. So over in
The Ice Queen bows
the Vostra, that's making us 160. Wolfenburg, are you doing any better yet? Not really. Rengrad also not doing fantastic, being owned by the Norskins. Grab the Occult Conspiracy here, and then we'll also slot in the Enforcer's Abode. We're gonna start spreading some of the cults out to the north without doing anything ourselves.
Innocent white snow. Tzeentch's will.
Let's go point into Final Transmute for damage.
Glory to the
Metal shifting for KARN over to... Wow, you get both passives. That's awesome. Oh, and Prismatic Plurality, which we'll grab immediately.
a ruinous triumph.
Awesome. Upgrade Baldorf for the eventual gold income it's going to be giving us. Migdal is not making us really anything at all because of the ogres. Shoresoften is a good choice for us. It's gonna take 10 turns for that to go on in. Cool. I'm gonna skip over the rest of these upgrades here. And that will be another turn. Changeling versus the Hell Pit. Coming soon.
Uniformity, unchanging, stagnantly trust in me.
Astrogoth wants a military alliance, and like that, we've got his form. That's as much gold as you have, huh? 3,000 is as much as they're willing to give now.
Sulav Tadu.
That will have to do. Alright, Astrogoth Iron Hand's form has been acquired. We should complete one of our schemes there. Blue and gold are his colors. 9 is his number. The Raven is his totem. Infinite is his knowledge. We gain Storm of Fire, which, as long as we've cast enough spells, we will be bombarding the enemies with lots of lovely flames. We'll forge materials for more missile strength for all units in the army. That is so strong. 30% more missile strength.
Deceiver.
Changeling, how would you like to have some Hell-forged materials? Having acquired the form of Astrogoth Ironhand, you've been able to sneak into Zarnagrund to pilfer a bit of the Chaos Dwarves' fabled firepower. Well, absolutely.
Mortal foibles.
28
Immortal
missile strength? That doesn't seem like nearly enough.
Bringing bedlam.
That doesn't appear to be actually doing anything. Interesting. All units in army, but no one's actually benefiting from it. At all. Oh, maybe this item's bugged. Alright, then for our next technology, let's start actually gaining some more changing of the ways here. So transfer settlement is a really good idea, so we could give settlements to a faction we're in the middle of fighting, and then just immediately hit it and give it a cult. We'll grab that one.
To my schemes.
Maybe the missile strength will change next turn here. Shredded Financier in Prague is a very good idea. And we'll also go for the Enforcer's Abode. Get some cults spreading around there. Yeah, as soon as we have one in all of these settlements, I'll go ahead and demolish that one. Skaven have not come on in to scare us off. We could just give this one to the auto-resolve and have a Pyrrhic victory. I'm going to keep encircling. There's Tzeentch. He can't quite reach. But an army coming out of the Tower of Gorgoth absolutely could. We'll risk it. I'm going to have you start spreading more corruption. We should have saved that for Zarnagrund, but it's a pretty fast cooldown. Here's Imric. We'll be very careful then. Alright, KARN. Fort Saul, not really worth setting up a cult in, so we're just going to go ahead and teleport through into Gristle Valley. Or can we hit Gristle Valley? I like this idea a little bit more. Go into channeling stance, and then we'll hit it here. That way, as soon as we're done with the victory, we stay in channeling. Fantastic. Set up a symbiotic cult. We'll immediately go ahead and pop in some disguised trade. And probably an additional cult building here. Nah, I guess I changed my mind. If anything, we will want either a Court of Whispers or the one that's for the Warriors of Chaos. Which we'll go ahead and grab this one. Underground Temple.
Demon Prince
For that prismatic plurality. KARN himself. We'll just give him magic reserves for a little bit more magic. And then we'll grab the Infernal Gateway.
Useful adornments.
Give ourselves a really deadly vortex spell. Alright. Nice one, not making all that much gold. We'll probably save it for a few turns here. I'd like to actually start retrofitting a few of the armies. We've got a lot of money laying around. Mercantile illusion here is not a bad call. I think we also need to fight with Norska a few times. Monolith. Win 12 battles against Norska to give us some deadly equipment. And then sack help it. So we will want to leave an army here at some point to start smashing around in Norska. So we can start building up a military building here in Kislev, perhaps, or in Prague, I guess, instead of this one. We'll go for... I mean, honestly, the Spark is the perfect opportunity.
Chaos.
One more turn and Hell Pit is destroyed. I think for that battle, instead of Astankia, we are going to end up being Throt. Because it's very funny to bring down their capital with their faction leader. We lose all of our magic and a lot of our good abilities, but I think we get access to his beast packs. We can summon in some rat ogres. Heal our rat ogres. He heals himself. This is definitely not optimal, but it is hilarious. To the turn.
Innocent white snow.
Alright, because this guy didn't move nearly far enough, we will start off down here in this turn with him. Just keep moving down to the Dawn Landing till we find another Tzeentch faction. And then we'll set up the cult in his capital. Okay, so Scrag moved past. So thank goodness we're not at war with him right now. We will just go ahead and teleport on through and prepare to start fighting the Dawi. Alright, perfect. And that means it's time to move the Changeling up to Hell Pit. We can't quite reach. We'll just warp on in then. Between Gerar and Hell Pit. Bring any of your troops out, I dare you. Your strongest warriors. I would face them. Guess we can just go ahead and also throw in the cultist building there. We get up to the Lord of Change. Kislev. We can do the pink horror building. Give us more iridescent horrors too. So Vastra, let's go Agent's Hollow. And that is pretty much the turn. Let's come back over into the Darklands. Stretch is actually staying away, is he? Old strategy. He's likely worried about Imrit from the south too, so he's making decisions on which is the scarier threat, which we are definitely not. Not compared to Imrik. That's one more turn then. Alright, new event, Lord of the Flux. There has been a stasis for far too long. The time has come to turn events upon their head. The Weaver of all fates conjures two horrors before you, each representing an opposing destiny. Slaying one will swirl the waters of tomorrow. We can either slay the pink horror or the blue horror. Incite mayhem or kindle conspiracy. Let's kindle up some conspiracy. Build up our allegiance voice with the disciples of the Shut. We can maybe get in some Dreadquake mortars a little bit faster, perhaps. Reichland is gone. Rest in peace. And Tzeentch listens, Tzeentch sees, Tzeentch knows.
Twist them.
He does indeed. We can now give this one to the auto-resolve, so I'm going to. Set up a symbiotic cult. Disappear off into the sunset. Alright, sweet. From here, we'll throw in the money-making disguised trade. We'll try to avoid Imrik, unless we have to fight Imrik directly. Let's see. Darklands, it is. Eliminate a lord belonging to Knights of Kalidor, so it can't just be a settlement. It has to be one of their lords. Imrik might be the only one here. Not a fight I'm super looking forward to. Our next technology, then. We've unlocked the second tier, so Force Rebellion, Reveal Shroud, and Open Gates. I think Force Rebellion's good for farming up some experience. We'll get a few more ways. Did you get the ways ready here? Yeah, let's transfer some settlements. So I'm going to take Schwarzhofen right here, And then I'm going to go ahead and give this to, let's say, the Dawi of... Where's Zufbar at? Oh, you can give that to literally anyone. We'll give this to Zufbar for a lot of grimoires, but I think it's worth it. So enjoy the new settlement, Dawi. Give them a little bit of a push. And with Karn here, we'll go into ambush. And we'll threaten to hit Bufdar or Ezor, either one. Or maybe even catch Angrand coming on up from the south. Who's fighting Clan Angrand?
By my hammer, I should slay you.
Scryer and the Exiles. Let's go ahead and talk to Scryer then. Where are you, Icket? Way down here. There he is. Icket Claw, I'll join your war with Clan Angrand, and you will give me a defensive alliance, granting me the form of Icket Claw. I mean, I might break this alliance immediately, but now I've got his form. Icket Claw. Welcome to the group. And are we able to actually build in any kind of... Let's go into diplomacy with you. How is outpost building? Does that work? So I just wouldn't be able to do it in Nuzkalak because we already have... Oh, we can. Would that destroy our Trickster Cult? Let's find out. It would indeed. We'll go to Dorjny Fort then. Oh, did that not work? Outpost in Dorjny Fort. Construct. There we go. Now we get access to his troops, which are incredibly powerful. Where is Arnegrund? Chapter House of Knowledge. While I was working my way up to here, let's quickly get the hero, and then we'll dismantle the building. Oh, never mind, we can't. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle the building then. I know we built our way on up here, and it's kind of a waste. But we need to go for stuff that is going to be building up the corruption here more than anything else. So, Parliamentary of Lies, we can probably go ahead and destroy. Anything that starts building up corruption. So, get 4 corruption here, 1 out of this one. So let's go ahead and start building up corruption and also stealing their gold. Corruption and gold.
Supreme sorcery.
We'll snag Arch Manipulator for Diomedes.
Breathed in
Great.
power.
And now, for the Siege of Hellpit.
Chosen of
Which, as you can expect, oh man, a decisive win. We're gonna fight it, but this will be the starting battle for the next episode. Because for now, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Changeling episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. I'll see you all in the next one.